Hey friend, welcome to this week's episode of Lose, Live, Learn. You're watching episode number 17. In today's episode, I am going to be sharing with you 3 ways in which I manage my busier seasons. Now, not only is this timely for me because I have just been working with an amazing group of women on Wonder Woman Academy and have opened up my signature coaching program, Be More, but it's also really timely for you because even if you are not a business owner or an entrepreneur, we are coming up to the holidays. And I know that the holidays are a really busy and chaotic time for all of us, right? We start to get out of routine, we're out more, we're eating and drinking more, we feel like we have less time to prioritize the things that are important to us the other 11 months of the year. And I know what that feels like. So in today's episode, I'm sharing with you 3 ways in which I actually manage those busier seasons whenever they come up. And hopefully you'll be able to make sure that this holiday season, instead of you feeling really chaotic and like you have no time for yourself, you'll be able to utilize this and actually take care of yourself as well as everyone else.
Welcome to Lose, Live, Learn, the weekly show for busy and ambitious women who understand the importance of their health and strive to create harmony within their body, business, and beyond. Learn how to navigate those transitional moments from marriage, motherhood, to building a profitable business, climbing the corporate ladder, and watching your kids grow. I'm here for you every step of the way. Let's get started.
Okay, so here's the first thing, right? I think it's really important to know that we all know when we're going to be busy. Right? Sometimes stuff comes up, but if we take the holidays, for example, we know 11 months prior, we know every single time that Christmas is coming, right? We know this. Maybe you try to avoid it, but we know that Christmas is coming. And what happens is I feel like we get to December and it's something like, oh my gosh, drama everywhere, chaos, and we are freaking out because we've got 1,000,001 things to do, right? Does that sound really realistic? Yeah. So the first thing that I do for my busier seasons is I kind of get strategic and plan it out, right? So when it comes to my business, I look at least 6 months in advance and I plan out my schedule. Now, things could change, right? Things do change, but at least when I have it on paper, exactly what I'm going to do for the next 6 to 12 months, makes it a lot easier for me to arrange my other things around it. So for example, if I know that I'm launching a program in April and I know that I'm going on vacation in June, I wouldn't put my launch in June and I wouldn't go on vacation when I'm launching, right? So there's things to consider, but what you need to really look at is like, hey, I know this busy time is coming, right? I know that I'm going to be busy, so I'm going to plan for it. Look at my schedule, look at what time I do have available, and really make sure that you schedule out some downtime for yourself. Because if you do not schedule out that downtime, it's going to be go, go, go for like a whole 31 days. By January, you're going to want to take a big nap, right? Now, I know that it's really easy to be like, that's fine. It's the holidays, it's a time of abundance, but it is, and it's also a time of overindulgence. So it's really, really important that we also take care of our health and take care of ourselves, which is why I encourage you, whenever your busy period is, that you actually look at how you can take care of yourself, because you know what? To be a really good everything else, you need to be great to yourself. You need to take care of yourself and actually make sure that you are feeling really good so that we're not getting super stressed, super chaotic, and we're not losing our rag with everybody every 5 seconds, because that's no fun for anyone, right? So the second thing that I do when I am trying to manage a busier season in my life is I ask for help. This was something that I really struggled to do because there's part of me over here going, it's fine, I can do it all. And there's part of me really reluctant to ask for help because it makes you feel like you're failing, doesn't it? Well, the reality is I can't do it all. I can have it all, but I can't do it all. And sometimes I have to ask for help. So during my busier seasons, and I already know when they're going to be because I've been really strategic, I make sure that I ask in advance for help. That help looks like maybe extra childcare. Maybe I get an extra night when my mom has my son so that I can have another good night's sleep, ready for the hustle and bustle and the busyness of this season. So when it comes to, for you, for like the holidays, for example, it's really important to ask for help, isn't it? So you know what? If you really hate cooking Christmas dinner, ask and do a potluck, right? Do something like that. You know, if you really don't want to do that party or you want to say no, it's okay. Ask for help when you need it and make sure you manage your own expectations and other people's. Don't get sucked into doing 1,000,001 things so that you only end up thinking, I really don't want to be here. Because you know what? That's not fun. You'll resent it and you won't enjoy yourself anyway. And the third way that I actually manage these busier seasons is by letting go of the idea of perfection. Now, I've been letting go of the idea of perfection for quite a while, but it still sometimes rears its ugly head when I go through a busier period in my time. Now, as someone who makes a very important decision to look after our health, let's say workouts and eating foods that make me feel really great, when I get busy, those two things often get neglected, right? They go right to the bottom of the pile, just like me. Now, it's really important that I try and shift those back up, because I know that for me to be my best, me to feel my best and do my best work, I have to be taking care of me. So I actually stop trying to aim for perfection. When I've got a busier period, because I already know when it's going to be and I've already asked for help, I then make sure I put in time where I'm going to get this workout in. I'm going to make sure I eat. I'm going to work in block time, 90 minutes of time, so that I can go and get a snack. I can go and eat. Too many times I would end up missing meals, then starving, then craving, and I would just feel miserable. Then I wouldn't sleep. Then I wouldn't work out because I'd feel really tired. It's like this vicious circle. And this doesn't just happen to me when I'm busy. I know it happens to you as well. So what it's really important is that we get clear. We know when we're going to be busy. We ask for help when we need it. And then we just shed the idea of perfection. Perfection is just a complete myth, right? It's not real. So if we can shed that idea and actually use these busy periods to really simplify things, make it easier, make it feel easier, and actually dial in on what we want to do versus what we think we have to do, right? I'm not going to start a new 5-day week program, workout program, when I'm going through a launch. That would be crazy, right? Absolutely insane, because I would not have the time, mental energy to focus on it. But what I might do is I might do 2 workouts instead of 4, and I might do some yoga at home. I might do some walking. I might do things that make me feel really great and actually, allow me to stretch instead of just feeling like I'm sitting at my desk all day glued to my computer. So it's really important that we do manage these busier periods in our life, no matter whether you are an entrepreneur and business owner, or whether you are going through the holiday season or any other busy period in your life, right? Busy, busy, busy. We're all busy, and I know that, but we need to make sure we are managing that time, managing our priorities, and really, really being and doing more of the things that we love. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Lose, Live, Learn. If you are struggling to prioritize and manage your time effectively, I urge you to come over to my free Facebook community, Lose, Live, Learn. Over there, we talk all things empowerment, time consciousness, lifestyle design, and healthy living. We all have busy lives, so I encourage you to come over and join us, where we will be talking about this throughout the holidays and into January to make sure that you are doing your best, feeling your best, and certainly not feeling overwhelmed and stressed. So I hope to see you in Lose, Live, Learn. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next week. Bye.